Hey guys, Steve Spire from Integrity Networks here. I wanted to go over how to set up scanning to either SharePoint and or Teams from a KIP 7000 series. In our case, it's a 7170. We had a little bit of a struggle with this, so I just wanted to go over it real quick and hopefully help a couple people out. Obviously, get logged into the KIP at the IP address. Wherever it's located, make sure you logged in as an administrator. Click on the printer icon over here on the right. Once that pops up, click on Mailbox Settings. Once Mailbox Settings comes up, you're going to click on the drop down over to the right, which is Add, and go to SharePoint. Now, when this comes up, you're going to give it a common name, something you want. If it's a Teams, you can say Scan to the Team folder. In this case, we're just going to put Scan to SharePoint. URL. This is where it gets a little tricky. This is where we had a little bit of a struggle. Username, password should be pretty clear. We'll go over that in just a second. But what we had to do is open our SharePoint. Now, what you don't want to do is you don't want to use your primary site. You don't want to use this site up here because it's only going to give you the information for that site. So in this case, I'm going to pick one out here. I'm going to pick technical. Click on the technical site we have. This gives you your sub-site. Your sub-site is what you want. Unless you want to scan into your primary site, most people don't, because that really wouldn't allow you to access it through the likes of Teams. Because a lot of these sites, as you will probably know, are associated with a team group or an Office 365 group if you're using it. So go ahead and copy that URL right there, paste that into the URL section right there. At that point, username is going to be email address. Type in your password. At this point, you have to hit save. Once you hit save, go here and hit connect. Now in this case, it pops up a little strange. It goes twice for us. When it goes green, go back in, hit the pencil icon. At this point, this is where it gets a little interesting. So you have to browse. At this point, you have to browse through the site contents. What I mean by the site contents, you'll notice that this setup right here, or this folder structure, where it comes from, if you care, is the site contents over here. So it's basically saying where in the site contents in the folder structure do you want to put yours. Now, in the case of if you're scanning into the documents, which is probably the most common, and or Teams is going to make these general folders and all of the Teams groups that are created with the subsequent and associated SharePoint sites or subsites. In this case, I'm going to click on General. All right. By that point, you can close it in, close that drop down to that box, and it's going to automatically fill that in there. You might need to, and for good measure, put the password back in there, hit save one more time. And now on the scanner itself, you can go ahead and do a test scan. It's going to show up in that folder on that subsite that you designated, which will be available in SharePoint. Of course, you can set that up with OneDrive for Business. And that is also, in our case, the client was very excited, and we got that working with Teams because now we are scanning from the KIP wide format printer directly into Teams where they can share it, collaborate on it, and have it in Office 365 without local data storage and shares and usage. Hope that helps you guys out. Anything else you need, leave in the comments below. Let me know what other videos you'd like to see. Thanks, guys. Have a great day.